Hi, welcome to Swiping Left, podcast about dating apps and just all fun things about dating and dating stories. I'm Suzanne Linfante. My guest today is Jason Oxhorn. He's a fellow stand-up comedian. He is the founder of TJM Comedy, which stands for Two Joke Minimum. So it's at Two Joke Minimum. Jason, welcome to the show.
Yeah, thanks you so much for having me.
Yeah, it's great to have you here. Tell us a little bit about TJM Comedy. What is that, and what do you do there?
So Two Joke Minimum is an organization that looks to help other comedians. We work with people that are serious about comedy. And it's all about, creating an environment that's supportive because like it's rough. Let's be honest. Comedy is rough. The
It is
rooms
rough.
are rough. The producers are rough.
Okay, so very supportive. And there's other stuff on there too. You do some charity stuff on
Yes,
there
we
as
do.
well.
We haven't in a while, but we like to get involved with charity events and sponsor things. We have a comic connection page we like to cross promote.
Awesome. Okay, so where can they find you online? TJMcomedy.com.
All
I know that
social
one.
medias at Two Joke Minimum, or you can type in TJM Comedy, or you can visit tjmcomedy.com.
Okay,
So,
great. Well, okay, so we're here to talk about dating stories. As a comedian, are you finding it a little more difficult to date in the world?
well, it's funny. That's why I started Two Joke Minimum, is because dating was going down, and I decided, you know what? Why not start Two Joke Minimum? No.
Do we swipe left on Two Joke Minimum? Is that what you're saying? Are you trying to make another comedian?
Nowadays, probably.
Oh my. Well, have you dabbled in any dating apps, I guess is the question.
I have tried dating apps. I am old school when it comes to dating. Like I believe in going up and approaching people and actually talking to a person. Like I know that's like
What are you crazy?
a crazy thing. How do you go up and talk to someone? Yeah, I don't make fun of anybody that like is into dating apps. Like I have friends that use dating apps, and just some of the horror stories that I hear
Well, you can share
from
some of
the
those too. I'm open to any of it because I
it's
know I have
just
my own.
I,
Yeah.
no, I don't want to put their business out there, but it's
Right.
just like I made the right decision. Like I really didn't get a whole lot of responses on the dating apps. I don't know if I just filled out the bio part wrong or I just have a look. I don't know. I never got any response. I do better in person than I do virtually
Okay,
with
I
dating.
understand that. I
So
I mean, I think we would all actually prefer to meet people in the wild, as we call it, like that. But I don't. Where do you go to meet people in the wild? Like, where do you go where you can approach somebody?
I don't even like look for places anymore. Like I
Okay.
just
Have you given up hope?
yeah, I think that's what it is. I just like it's gonna happen when it happens, And I think
Okay.
for me, it makes it easier when you don't put that pressure on yourself and you don't go looking. I realized that meeting someone organically is better than trying to meet a bunch of people that are probably not right for you.
I understand
So
that. I
yeah,
totally understand because in my mind, it's like I'd really want to date someone because I like them and want to date them. Not, I don't want to date them to find out if I like them.
yeah. I don't want to date an option. I want to date someone that's someone that I actually care about. So
Yeah. Have you had any times when you have met someone and it's gone a little crazy or like she just turned out to be completely different than you thought?
all the time, all the time. Pick one. Listen, it's tough. I've had so many like terrible experiences, but like I laugh at them now. Like
Give
I
me
got
one.
ghosted on Valentine's Day.
Oh,
And
that's wrong. Ladies, that's wrong.
it wasn't like it was like a one-sided thing, like we were both kind of like into each other, but like yeah, it was
Had you already met previous to
oh yeah,
Valentine's Day?
yeah, well, we didn't meet online. We actually met in person. Like we actually had
Okay.
a verbal conversation. Another one, I actually got dumped. She wasn't my girlfriend, but we were like kind of like seeing each other. I
Yeah.
got dumped on my birthday
Oh,
at my birthday party.
wow.
And my
That's
best friend had gone through a breakup like a couple of weeks beforehand, and he was still in it. And so I got no comfort from him.
Oh
So we got into
no.
an argument about
S-
who
Oh,
was more upset, basically.
well, sorry to bring that up. Okay. So things can only get better from here, I think. Like I've purposely waited. I was dating someone once and it was someone I met at work. The holidays came up, so I didn't want to dump him during the holidays, but I really just didn't want to be there anymore. Like we really just weren't meant for each other. But I'm like, I can't associate the holidays. So I stayed through the holidays. And then like his birthday was in January. So I'm like, all right, I gotta wait till after his birthday's over. And I think I
uh,
waited till like a week after his birthday, and then I was finally like, this just isn't working out.
Listen, I'm
But
no angel. When I was younger, I was probably 18 or 19. And I broke up with this girl on Instant Messenger.
see, I mean, I don't think there's, I think these days there's really, I can't say there's nothing wrong with it, but like it's just easier sometimes, right? I mean, I always force myself to go over there and like, oh, I have to do this in person, but then I chicken out and I let them talk me like out of it because I'm like, so I don't like disappointing people. You know what I mean? Which is not the way to date. You can't
Listen,
date by not disappointing
I
people,
didn't
but
want to
like,
do it. Um, the person was kind of like introverted and like kind of depressed, and they would disappear for like weeks at a time.
oh, well,
And I couldn't find them. So I was like, they'll probably see this on Messenger when they look at it.
wow.
Like, yeah,
How
like
did you meet her? I'm curious about that.
they're mutual friends,
Okay.
actually.
Okay.
Uh,
So you have friends try to set you up or at least try and push you towards people too, right?
yeah, yeah,
I've had
yeah.
that. And sometimes they have no clue. They just say, "Well, you're single, they're single. You're a match made in heaven."
That's a big problem I have with dating is just like uh you reach a point where people are just offering options to you and it's not even a good fit. It's just like you should just be happy that there's someone here that's an option for you.
Yes, exactly. You know, come on, he doesn't have much of a prison record. What's your problem,
Yeah.
Suzanne? Right? I know.
I
I get
mean
that too.
do you find that that happens? Like, do you get that with like your relatives in the
I
holidays?
I think yeah, I used to. I think they've given up on me, much like I have. But yeah, because see, my problem with the dating app, I can't tell you how many conversations that I've attempted on like Bumble or was it even Match.com, and like I get nothing, nothing. And it's like I'm not asking to have like a back and forth for a year and a half before we meet for a cup of coffee, but some kind of effort, you know, to not only answer my question, but then ask something about me and show that you actually want to know anything about me before we go out. So,
Yeah.
what is it with you guys?
I listen, listen, it's not guys. Take it easy. Take it
See,
easy. 'Cause
that's why I want to have the like the
my
different.
experience has been like I usually got bots and trolls when it came to
Oh,
chat on dating apps, just bots and trolls. I think I may have had like a hand, maybe one or two actual conversations. And
really?
mind
So,
you, like I didn't do it like for a week and then said, yeah, this is, like I tried a couple of different apps. I tried for a couple of months. I tried free, I tried paid, and I was like, I really don't like this.
yeah, I've really had zero luck with it, to be honest with you. But I've had some crazy people too, though. I had one guy who must have texted me 27 times the day of the date to keep asking me, "Are you sure you're going to show up? Are you still showing up? Are you still showing up?" And he's like, "Well, I've had people not show up, so I have to make sure you're showing up." And I'm like, "You're making me not want to show up." Like I went, but it was he was as crazy as he seemed in that text message. Who is the worst person you've ever been set up with, like that your family or friends set you up with? What was the worst time you've had?
Oh, set me up with.
Like, was there someone they really missed the mark with just because they wanted you to be with somebody?
Yeah. There's one, there was a friend that set me up with one of their friends, and this person was like not even like remote, like not trying to put somebody down, but like not even like remotely attractive. Um
Did they have a good
so much so much
personality?
so, so much so that I showed other friends, particularly female. I'm like, well, maybe I'm just being a little shallow, maybe and I showed some of my other female friends, and they looked at me like, this person that set you up, this is your friend? Or like, was this like a prank? Did you do something?
Wow.
And now they're trying to get back at you. Like what?
Wow.
um But then on top of it, they're not even a good person. Like I talked to my friend that originally tried to set me up with this person, and apparently this said person stole my friend's identity and pretended to be like pretended to be them and
Wow.
took money like Nigerian princessing people with
Wow.
my friend's pictures.
I would definitely question your friend's ability to make
Yeah,
friends.
I all the time I
Wow.
question all
That's,
of my friends because my friends are not good people.
oh,
I'm kidding. No,
wow. I
a
know.
lot of them are. A lot of
Yeah.
them are, but
Okay. A few are. Maybe one.
a
One is
few,
good.
but one, just one.
One is good. Wow. That's crazy. So you were set up with someone who steals identities. See, to me, it's like, okay, dating apps seem like a good idea after that. I mean, because that way you're only blaming yourself for who you're setting yourself up with. Like, wow.
See, for
Um,
me, is like at least I could see that coming in person. See that you get that person with a totally different picture. That would
y-
actually deter me from using the dating apps because she was
yeah.
using the dating apps with my friend's picture.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
And then they
Yeah.
would
They're out
ask to
there.
meet her, and then she would ghost them. And somehow
Oh,
she would get them to give her money and stuff.
oh, so she's a catfish ghoster.
Yeah.
That's wow. How much did you give her? Just curious.
I didn't give her any money. No,
Come on.
she did
You can
this
tell
like
me. It's okay.
she did this years after like I met her once and like she was in love like soon as she met because of
Oh,
course like it's the night that I got like a fresh haircut and I'm wearing my best shirt and I look good.
maybe it's
And
just
I
you. Come
listen, guys, I'm
on.
not I don't have that much of an ego. I don't think I'm that good looking, but I have my moments. If I really put in some effort, I look okay. So um she saw that I looked halfway decent and was into it right away and I was like no. No.
Wow. Yeah, no, you're a good looking guy, Jason. Don't sell yourself short for God's sakes. Come on. Wow, that's so that was someone you met in the wild. That was, or are you talking about the
Yeah.
person you got set up with?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. So have you ever met anyone in a grocery store?
No. I had somebody ask me out.
Okay.
So they called me up randomly and they're like, "Hey, can we go out uh on a date to the city? I know you're from the city. Can you show me around?" And I said, "Okay." And it was kind of someone like I wasn't really that into, but I just figured there's really nothing else going on for me with dating, so why not just
Mm-hmm.
give it a shot? And the date just started off bad from like moment one. Like they had to stop off at a friend's house, and then the friends like invited themselves, and they brought their girlfriend and like a sibling and stuff. And
Oh.
then we went to Manhattan, and we went to a Jekyll and Hyde, and they're buying like the Jello shot shooters, and they bought like these big dinners and didn't have enough money to pay, so I paid the whole bill, and it was like a $200 bill.
Wow. Wow, that's crazy. And you
Oh
had no.
no! And then this is this is a while ago, but like when the Laugh Factory was on 46th Street,
Mhm.
42nd Street. I'm sorry, when it was still there before it closed. We went there. They obviously didn't have enough money. Everybody wanted to go, so I ended up paying their admission for this comedy club. The room was packed, and the only seats that were available were in front of the stage. So like comics are like spitting on us,
Oh.
like that's how like it was just it was like
Wow.
being in a Shakespearean play, just like where's
Yes.
my raincoat? And of course they see me, in the group, and every comic that came out zeroed on me and was like, I'm doing crowd work.
Oh no.
I'm doing crowd work. um and then we come to find out that even though this girl was over age, she apparently had a curfew and had to go home 10 minutes after we got into the comedy club.
No. So you
Yeah.
just paid for everything that happened before then for
Yeah.
everyone to get into the comedy club, and there were what? How many? Five of you? Six
There
of
was like
you?
5 of us. Yeah.
Five of you? I have to go home now.
Yeah.
Really? Wow. So was there a second date? No. Um,
No, no, that was the straw that broke the camel's back. It was just
that's
like, and I never got the money back. Like she didn't even apologize. I didn't even get a sorry.
really,
Yeah.
wow. That is a okay. We'll take that. That's a bad dating story. That's enough to make you not want to go out on a
And
date
they
with
couldn't like even
people.
go on home like home on their own because they rode in with us to the
Oh,
city.
oh,
So
wow. So you just had to
we were
the
stuck
whole
with
night.
them.
Everyone just had to
Yeah.
leave. Did the comedians have anything to say about that? Like you guys got there and then you just got
I
up and
don't
left?
remember. I do remember we got up, but I think we did get up during someone's set.
Oh, geez. They're already picking on you, so you're already getting
Yeah.
spit on. So that does not sound like a fun date at all.
No, it was not. It was not.
Well, maybe you should try dating apps. No, can't be any worse than that, can it? Wow.
uh maybe.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I've had worse. All right. So, have you had any good experiences dating? What was your best date?
My best date. Oh, believe it or not, some of my best dates were not even going out. It was just hanging out and just like watching TV, with that person and just eating food, and
You
just
sound like
talking.
Elf. Have you ever seen the movie Elf?
I have not. I
That's
have
how he
not.
asks her out. Do you want to go eat food? Okay. Sorry.
Yeah.
Just reminded me of that. How did you meet the person that you had the best date with?
Some of them were like set up through a mutual friend. Like I had one friend that was actually really good at setting people up. One of them was like the girl had like a language barrier. She was not from like this country.
Okay.
The only thing is that she was very like needed like attention a lot, like a lot of attention. But she was really cool. Like she knew at the time I was kind of like doing like radio audio recording and stuff, and like she drew a lot. She drew this picture of Stewie
Okay.
uh
The
with
baby
with
from Family
headphones.
Guy, is it?
Yeah, Stewie from Family Guy,
Hmm.
and she drew a picture with him wearing headphones and had a microphone, and it was very detailed. And she colored it in crayon, and then like the shading with the crayon was pretty pro. And I was kind of taken back by that. I was like, wow, this girl's pretty cool. Uh, our schedules just didn't line up at a certain
Mm.
point. Um,
Who broke that one off?
she did actually.
Ah, okay. I just wondered if you used an instant message again. All
No,
right.
no,
No.
no, no, no. That was one time, Suzanne. One time.
Uh-huh, sure.
It was one time. Now I do text messages and Snapchats.
Oh, good. Okay. See, there you go. Yeah. Right. Maybe a little
And
a
TikToks.
meme, yeah.
I
A
use
TikTok
memes.
dance.
I do a TikTok dance. I do the Wednesday dance, and then I say it's over at the end.
That's awesome. That's great. I love that. I would love to. Maybe someday you'll show us your breakup dance. That's funny. My breakup
No.
TikTok dance. Yes. All right. This has been really fun, Jason. Thank you so much. We're going to end it here. Thank you. My guest today was Jason Oxhorn from TJM Comedy. You can find him on all the socials, Two Joke Minimum at TJM Comedy, and Jason Oxhorn on all his socials. So look him up. He's really funny. So look him up if you want to reach out to him. Jason, thank you for being here. I'm Suzanne Linfante. It's Swiping Left. You can find us on all the audio platforms as well as YouTube. And be sure and subscribe to the channel. Coming up next week, we're going to have fellow comedian Andy Glazer. She's really funny, and that's going to be a fun episode as well. So we hope to see you back on Swiping Left.